Hello, everybody, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. This is episode 3, and today the main goal is to hopefully finally get our netherite. We were going to do that last episode, however, we mostly just did silent gear. Though this episode, we're gonna hopefully be able to get that netherite finally, as the ancient debris is quite hard to find apparently in All the Mods 9. But besides for that, we also want to get into basic forms of power. So we may actually explore that a little bit first before we start going to like the end, ancient debris, things like that. So I believe that is most of our little beginning there. Let's go ahead and throw the ores in here. I don't believe we need any extra platinum. Nope, we got platinum and diamond. So what we're going to do now is we are going to start looking at starter power. So we have a couple different options, and as I said in episode 2, we're going to actually start with power, as it's one of my more favorite starting power mods. So to get started with power, we are going to need, I believe, a lot of coal. We don't have any coal. So we're actually going to have to go and get a nice chunk of charcoal. So we're going to cut a few of these trees down. Because with a few of these trees chopped down, we can go ahead and turn it all into charcoal. Gonna run over here. Throw some in there. Throw some in there. We're gonna grab some of our tiny coal. And then we're also gonna need to smelt down that uraninite, as we're gonna need a lot of uraninite. Because we need to make the dielectric paste, which requires lava buckets, which we can go ahead and make a couple buckets. I don't know if we have any extra buckets on hand. It does not look like it, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just make a few. Solid 3 buckets should be a pretty good start, especially since we already have one in our inventory there. I don't know why I did like that, that's just kind of the way that went. We're gonna go ahead, hop into the nether real quick, go ahead and grab ourselves some lava. Should be easy enough to get down there. Or maybe not, depending on how far it actually is. Here we go, this is gonna be a better area. And there we go. And now we can go ahead, head back home. And once we are home, we will go ahead and make some dielectric paste. Dielectric paste and uraninite are the two main ingredients when it comes to utilizing the power mod. Uraninite is going to be your main form of power for nuclear reactors. And then dielectric paste is the main production ingredient. Actually, just going to go ahead and do add power. There's the dielectric paste. We're going to need coal and clay balls. I am not entirely quite sure if we have any clay balls. Yeah, no, so we're gonna have to go get some. Let's not fall into the mine. Sure, we should have plenty of clay somewhere around here. It's a fairly common resource. Oh, and it looks like we already got some right over here. A little island with some chickens right there as well. Go ahead, grab all those. Beautiful. And we should already have some charcoal made up. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take these clay balls, the lava buckets we got, and the charcoal that we made. Right here. And then that is all that we need to go ahead and get our dielectric paste made up. gonna want to make as much as we can here real quick. And there we go. We also apparently completed a quest. They must have for power. Yes. Not entirely quite sure. Oh, right in here. We gotta make a dielectric casing. Which for dielectric casing, we're gonna need a fair bit of iron. So let's go ahead and grab our iron there real quick. Then go ahead and make some iron bars. And then we're gonna make some horizontal bars. Not an energy starter. We want a furninator for the starter. We need to make dielectric casing, which that should complete that quest. Give us some more dielectric casings. From that, we need the energizing orb, which we will get into. But first, like I said, we want to go ahead and get that furninator made up. So now I believe we just need these basic capacitors, which for that we just need some redstone. We got plenty of. We're just gonna grab that so that way we can make the furnace. There's our furnace. And we're gonna make a basic capacitor. And then make 2 tiny capacitors. Taking those 2 tiny capacitors, we then make our starter furninator. Now the furninator is going to make power when you throw in anything that can be burned, specifically like wood and such. Ooh, not in there. Let's go ahead and grab those birch logs, and I will show you how that's going to work. So if we throw in the birch logs, it's going to go ahead and it's going to generate Fe based off of the items that we put in there to burn. And then we can extract that out into to power items. It looks like we got some oak log. Now from that, we have different power storage options. There's the building gadgets, early game flight, wireless power with the flex networks. There's also power can do that. Basic power cables and all that good stuff. Now, another thing we're going to check out today, which might actually be our main goal for today, since the netherite has been taking us a while to find, and honestly I want to take a break from the nether, is to go into the Twilight Forest. So let's go ahead and empty out our inventory here. I believe we do need to make some more chests. But we actually got enough oak logs where we can just go ahead and turn all those into some chests. So our chests. Also, another good reason for getting into the furninator right away is setting ourselves up to do refined storage, as I tend to prefer to get started with refined storage fairly early on. I find it really nice for a good storage mod, though we will probably try out some of the other storage mods as we are going for 100% of the mod pack. Let's go ahead and complete these quests real quick. Grab our different rewards. We got some energy cables. But to go into the Twilight Forest, what we're going to want to do is, I don't actually know if we have any flowers. Because to get into the Twilight Forest, you make a little hole in the ground, put some flowers around it, pour a little water in there, and then throw a diamond in. It does cost a diamond, so it's not the cheapest portal to make, but it's at very least a bit cheaper than technically getting into the nether is. So here's a few flowers. This might actually be enough here. That's 6. We need 2 more. I'm sure we can manage to find 2 more, and if not, we should have some bone meal that we can utilize to grow some more. We do want to grab up this wild flax, as we're going to want to start that up here. I'm not seeing any other flowers on our little island here. And since we're not finding any other flowers... Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and grab all of these up. Right. We'll just grab the water that we need. Now we're gonna head back to our little base right over here. And home sweet home. I actually do have a shovel for that. No need to do that. And there we go. There we go. Boop. Boop. There's the flowers. We don't need any of that. And then we should have, yep, at least one diamond. Ooh, we throw that in. And the Twilight Forest is now accessible to us. So let's do these quests real quick. Transferring power. We got a flawless budding surge course. That's actually really great for getting started with applied energetics 2. Which is great. I don't often utilize applied energetics 2, but we will set up a basic system for that. And so now we just need to go ahead and enter the Twilight Forest. Now, Twilight Forest is definitely an overused mod, in my opinion. At this point, most people have seen it, most people have played it. So there's not a whole lot of necessarily new things when it comes to the Twilight Forest. But it is necessary for progression, and we do have an entire quest line for everything related to this. And it looks like, I don't know if we need any of the items in here, specifically for the ATM Star. I think I can actually put that on. Yep. So, to get started with Twilight Forest, now that we've entered, we want to find the Naga. Now, the Naga lives in the courtyard. It basically looks like a labyrinth of sorts. It's going to be one of the more common structures that you can find, and is the first one you can actually enter. Now, I don't know if we're actually at a power level where we are capable of taking on the Naga quite yet. The Naga can occasionally be a bit difficult to fight. Not always, but occasionally. I'm not entirely quite sure why I'm not being able to set the weather to clear in here. Seems like it's just kind of perpetual raining at this point. But you know what? We will make do with that. Making our way into the deep dark forests. I don't know why there's a kobold. Oh my god, wait. I think this is one of those, ore hills. Which, we do love those. Do I not have... Apparently I don't have a torch with me. It's just perfectly fine, because we're gonna run right into all the kobolds. I'm sorry, a swarm spider? I forgot about all the little creatures that lurk in here. But as I expected, they at least have torches. Because these hills are amazing for early ores. And of course there's another cobalt. Too many cobalt. Too many. Too many. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We may die. We may die. I don't wanna die. Okay, as far as that. I got all these red caps. And a zombie. I would love to have all that iron, though. I kinda. Go ahead and just get an entire year's worth of iron. Oh, that's where y'all are coming from. Yeah, you guys are annoying. Oh. Okay, or we can die, I guess. That also works. I really don't want to die there. But we're gonna do what we always do. Oh my god. At least try to deal with all the spiders. Not entirely quite sure where the red caps come from. I'm guessing they have a spawner as well? Mayhaps? Oh, I just want to get that. No, no, let me get it. Oh, wait, and I get it. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's at least one spawner gone. That's one spider. That's one spider. There's that one. There's apparently some diamond down here as well. For the tiniest little spider. Grab chest. Nothing of actual use in there. so much coal. So much coal and so much iron. The two greatest things that one could ever need. Get rid of that. Get rid of the iron. Also grab more of this coal. Get the gunpowder for it. Really don't need that bucket. That's okay. We can live without a bucket. It's copper, lead. Really don't need any copper and lead at the moment. Let's kill off that cobalt. There we go. That one. Is there any more diamonds around though? I'd love to get my hands on some more diamonds. But I don't think we're gonna get any more diamonds out of this one. Which, like, that's okay. We still got a fair bit of ores. Don't need that. There we go. Industrial ham from... Is there immersive engineering in this? Is there? I mean, there must be. But, like... Not that I'm seeing quest-wise, but... Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, we're going to simply go back home. And we are going to put all these raw ores in here. Throw all the copper, or all the coal into there. All of you. Got plenty of strength from that. Got a nice bit of uraninite. Fill up the tiny coal. Get the iron going. Throw the uraninite in there. And so we got, we're very slowly starting our way with Twilight Forest. But we're gonna go back in because we still need to find our way to the labyrinth for the Naga. So, going back into the Nether, or not the Nether, the Twilight Forest, so we can hopefully finally find ourselves the labyrinth. Now, it looks like the Minotaur lair might actually be in this area. Oh, look, and there's a labyrinth right there. We somehow completely missed that. Not entirely quite sure how we managed to do that, but the labyrinth is... Actually, that might not be a labyrinth. I believe that is a like a little like spider maze, essentially. It still has some goodies in it. It does have hostile wolves. But it is unfortunately not going to give us what it is that we're actually looking for. But we'll still come in here and like loot it real quick. It'll come over here, I think. Might be something over here. Yep, that one's a dead end. That is also a dead end. Which means we must have to go somewhere. Over this way then. That's going to lead us back to our original area. So I think that means we want to go here. Nope, that is also a dead end. So I can hear the spiders. Alright, here we go. Here's not one of those hostile wolves. It's just a hedge spider. Golden apple. That's something. Believe there may be at least one more chest in here. Oh, we'll see. Well, instead that kind of let us out. But either way, not what we actually wanted. Hopefully we can find a labyrinth over this way. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep exploring. Twilight Forest is full of many different dangers, but also has a lot of different cool little structures and things that we can find. However, most of them are unfortunately locked until we defeat specific bosses. And those bosses, unfortunately, tend to not be very easy to kill. But we'll keep exploring this way. With any luck, we will stumble upon a labyrinth. That is actually a Lich's Tower that's right in front of us up there. And we can't actually go into that until we've defeated the Naga. So we're going to want to just completely avoid that area, but we have found where our second boss is going to be. So as soon as we defeat a Naga, we can go and defeat a Lich there. Which hopefully we will find a labyrinth here pretty soon. They tend to be fairly easy to find. I've never had too much difficulty finding them, though occasionally it will be a fairly rare sight. Do have very pretty tall trees in here. I would love to turn one of them into like a treehouse base at some point, at least for like a Twilight Forest based base. I'm still not entirely quite sure what we're going to do for the base setup for this world, because most of the time I tend to just do lawn bases for about 99% of the playthrough, and then more so towards like the end of the playthrough, I will start putting together some type of base. Though obviously I don't want to just do a lawn base for most of this playthrough, as you know, I want to actually take the time to go ahead, put together an actual base, and do all that. Still no signs of a labyrinth. One of those little obsidian tower thingies right over there. You can get a little piece of lapis off the top. It looks like we may have just come across another Lich Tower over there in the distance. Yes. So that makes two. So that makes two Lich Towers that we found. Still no labyrinth though. Getting a little hungry here. Still no sign of the labyrinth though. See if we can't see anything. So there's the ice area. That's where the Snow Queen is gonna be. We got a Lich Tower right here. We've got a Lich Tower right here. Looks like another couple of those Cobalt Hills. Which, very great for getting large amounts of resources. Oh, obviously they come with a bit of danger. And depending on the size of the hill, depends on how dangerous it is. And what all, in terms of resources, we can actually find in there. This is just another little structure thingy. Does it look like there's actually anything more to it than that? That, I believe, is actually where we can find the final castle. It's for the very final unimplemented boss. Have no idea when they're going to finally actually implement that. Hopefully, at some point they will. We have to, what are these? What are you? You're like a little chickadee or something. Hey, that's like a little chickadee. That's pretty dope. We still have found no labyrinth. And still going on with no labyrinth. We're doing absolutely fantastic. And that's a little cavern. Okay. Okay, back out of that and continuing on. That is another lich tower out there in the distance. Still no Naga labyrinth. Which we can't even start the lich tower until we kill the Naga. And we can't kill the Naga until we find the Naga labyrinth. And apparently, the Naga labyrinth has decided to be the one and only boss layer that we can't find. Which honestly is not that surprising, considering the fact that it's the one that we need. I really do not remember the labyrinths being this difficult to find. Like, I could have sworn that they were a lot easier. So, yeah, 'cause that's the Lich Tower over there. Yeah, we've found 3 Lich Towers. And not a single labyrinth. And there we go. We have finally found ourselves a labyrinth for the Naga. So let's head our way over there. And hopefully it won't be too difficult of a fight. I believe we do also need raven feathers, though, for a quest. See if we can go ahead and maybe kill that. Nope. Gotta wait for it to land again. Somewhere. Wherever it landed. There we go. That should complete the raven feather quest. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bust in here. We're gonna heat up. Take this. We're gonna eat the golden apple. And we're gonna find this Naga. Wait, actually, we might be able to make good use of our harm spell here. To at least damage it slightly from afar. Allowing us to at least avoid some of its attacks. Say, a quite cheesy way to do this fight. There, we put that on. I tried to picture where it went. There it is. This way might just be easier and quicker to just use the sword. Oop. There we go. Should have gotten a bit smaller. Quite fast, especially once he gets mad. But we can just back away. Heat up. Nope. When that happens, there we go. decided to go inside of his walls. That's fine. Oh, gonna want to eat real quick. We want to make sure we don't die here, so otherwise that's gonna be a bit annoying. There we go. It does like to destroy its entire home. There we go. There we go. We almost got it down. It's the most epic fight we've ever had so far. Oop. Almost dying there. Let's hit it again. Oop. Gets a lot harder to hit once it gets smaller. It's like the reverse of that the caterpillar game that you played, where as you eat things, you get a little bit bigger. Except in this case, it gets smaller. We should be able to finish it off like this. And there we go. Easy peasy defeat. Get rid of that. We're gonna grab the Naga skull, the Naga scales, and there we go. That is everything to defeating the Naga. So what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna go ahead and pop a waypoint up real quick. I'm gonna remove that one. We're just gonna put this as Naga Labyrinth. Labyrinth. Yep. Labyrinth. There we go. I know how to spell. Go back home. As we've now successfully defeated the Naga. So we have the first necessary trophy for the Twilight Forest questline. The first boss in your Twilight adventure can be found within the courtyard. Killing Naga will grant entry to the next boss, the Lich. And then the Lich is a much stronger boss, though it does have the chance to drop one of these 4 different scepters, which are really nice. After the Lich, then we go to the swamps. Then from the swamps, that's where you'll fight the Minishroom. Really easy to choose that fight as well. And then we go into the Hydra, the Phantom Knights, Urgast. I believe then it's, yep, the Snow Queen. And then from the Snow Queen, we go to meet the Giants. And then the final boss, which there's literally nothing out there. And then all these trees as well. I've never actually collected all these trees, but I know that that's part of this quest line. But yeah, that's about everything for Twilight Forest. We'll definitely explore more of that mod later on, but I just wanted to kind of get a taste for it firstly. And so that is probably going to be our main goal for this episode. I know, really short episode this time around, but hopefully going to be getting back into the midst of doing a lot more episodes. And in the next episode, we will definitely get the netherite. I will probably just do all that mining off screen, and then get us the netherite, so that way we can continue moving forward with the mod pack in the next episode. But that is everything for this episode. If you liked the video, please be sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!